Hey guys, Joe's here. Joe's here? Yeah, he's here. Come on in, Joe. Anyway, how you guys doing? Joe again. And today we're out in the Garagemo, working on my father-o's Truckio. This is a 2006 Dodge Ram Night Runner edition. If you check out the card above, you'll actually see I did a quick look-see at it when it had like 190 dot pimple. What can you do? 1,000 miles on it, and I decided to make a video today because I'm working on the obvious. As you can see, it's got rust. It's not terrible, however, it is invasive, and today's video is actually going to be me showing you how to get rid of a lot of that rust. So what I need to do is walk you through what I've done so far. And to properly do that, I'm going to have to turn you around, so jump cut. Here we are. As you can see, I've done some super rough to getting there kind of work, and we will go over each stage and each step. Now, there are much better tools, grinding wheels, actual discs. I'm using a Dremel because it's what I have, and a lot of us don't have full shop equipment. I still have a lot of full shop equipment, but I don't have an air compressor to use my $300 Snap-on rotary sander or any of the good stuff, so I'm going to do it using a Dremel, and I want to show you how it's actually easier than you think. When you see this video, father who's on a cruise in the Bahamas or Bermuda or wherever the hell you are, don't wince too bad because it will be fixed soon. This will be the first video I'm putting out this week. But as you can see, the corrosion is pretty invasive in these spots. What I did was I just took a screwdriver, and you can do that, and I just peeled away the bad stuff, the really bad stuff, the bubbled paint, to get to what was effectively underneath it. And effectively, because I haven't taken a Dremel to this stuff yet, you can see how bad it actually is under there, especially if I focus it a little more. There we go. That's a better focus. And as you can see, it's not through the metal. However, it's dangerously close in some points. I have gone back here and the rust does not transfer all the way through. One of the reasons why it's lasted so long and it's not rusting from there here is because this truck has had wheel well liners in it basically since it was new. I think they got them a little bit after they got the truck. And quite frankly, they've saved the bed. And you can see there's no rust on the back here. However, this bed will eventually be coming off because there is a ginormous pile of parts sitting over there and up against the wall. That's the nose from a Charger, old Shelby. And all those parts will eventually make their way into here, as well as a rebuilt engine. There's AC and power steering components on the ground. And yours truly, me, gets to assist my father, as in probably do a lot of the major work, which ought to go well with my condition. But anywho, back to the rust. As you can see here, it's pretty pervasive, invasive, whatever you want to call it. However, I've gotten most of it out, but you can see how much material is actually missing now. It doesn't go all the way through, and I actually have to grind that out some more because it's not 100% clean. But it's kind of like that. That was like that, or that was like that until I ground it out. And I'm going to have to do it in all these spots. So what I'll do is I'll set you down, flip you back around, and you can watch me whip and watch me eliminate rust. One thing you definitely need to have is good lighting. If you have bad lighting, you can't tell when you're done. These are very hot, so they're going to be quite a bit away from me, but I thought you should see that. Yeah! One thing this has done is created a situation of, no, I can't stop and undo what I did. Yeah, I could fill it in with primer, but all these spots would then rust again, and we do not want that. So I'm just using a grinding disc that came with a Dremel kit that I got off Amazon for $20. It was on sale. Lots of different wheels and grinding discs and stuff to replace all the other discs I lost or broke or used. But enough with that. Let's put on some music and get grinding. Make sure you have something on your eyes. I cut away for a little while because it was taking quite a while to get through the rust. And as you can see, we are sparkling now. I don't know if you can tell, but there is quite a bit of material missing compared to, say, here, where it's actually, because of the rust, it's sitting above the level of the paint. But if you can see there on that edge, if it focuses on it, there we go, you can see how much material actually rusted away. As you can see, if you look closely, there is no rust left. It's just pitted from the corrosion that had eaten its way into the metal. And that's actually a good representation of how much material is now missing. However, since it doesn't go all the way through, it's not going to require fiberglassing it in or anything like that. However, I'm going to need some body filler. And we will be doing that after I take care of 1, 2, 3, 4 more spots, as well as I felt under here there's a little bit of corrosion. So yeah, this underside, the underlip is corroded, but it's not, again, going all the way through. So yeah, you can see the corrosion right there. So I have to knock all this down before I can do any body work to it. As well as you can see, it's a metallic paint. So that's going to be a bitch and a half because I'm not painting it yet. This truck will get painted eventually, but I do need to kind of match it in order to get it to last through the winter. I did actually paint this rear bumper 7 years ago or 6 years ago using cans. And as you can see, compared to the original paint, it's actually held up really well. So yeah, I should be able to match it. I just can't clear the whole damn panel, so that's going to be complicated. Back to it. If you were just to take sandpaper to it and you knocked it down, you'd think, oh, that's all the rust there. But when you see this, when it's all done, most of this is going to go away, except for, you can see here, if it focuses, come on. There you go, Tuna. That's good metal up there. That metal is fine, but this metal is all going to come out. Just like that hole did, that's red from the sanding wheel. And just like all the material in there did. So I have to keep going. It's going to probably knock out most of that from basically the top of this rust spot down and eat its way out. But I wanted to show you what most people will actually only sand down to that level and then mud it and wonder why it's rusting again in a year. When what you have to do is eliminate all the rust. Rust works like an organism. It finds good metal and eats it, corrodes it, causes the degradation of the material that you see. I think I'm going to leave it tonight where we're at. It's pretty good. However, I did go through the metal here on purpose to see how it looks in there. While it's not terrible, there is some rust on the inside. And I'm not going to peel this damn thing apart just to get to that little bit of tiny surface rust that's in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole in the metal down about here, and I'm going to clean it out using compressed air, no water, and then I'm going to basically on the inside of the entire fender or entire thing, because it's between the two pieces of metal, it's not all the way through. You can't see right now my finger's behind that hole. It's a double layered piece of metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray using a tube a lot of rust converter inside the wheel well here, which hopefully will keep it from rusting in the future. And I'm going to come back to this tomorrow because my neck is absolutely screaming. I can barely sit. So in the next video, what I'm going to do is go ahead and do that rust prevention that I'm telling you about so that it'll be ready for prep and some filling in of the quite substantial divots I'm making. I have 3 more to make, and then I can get in there and really clean it out. Shards of metal sure make a nice mustache, don't they? So if you like this kind of stuff, let me know down in the comments because it's the kind of thing I can do for a while sitting down. Wow, that's a big rust spot I just noticed. This bed may just need to go. But I'm going to fix it for now. And yeah, so till tomorrow. I'll talk to you later.